Hello, everybody, welcome. Rosa Saka was together. So, I hope you guys are having a good time. Have a conversation. Yeah, I love President. Great news every day, every better. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I'm kind of glad I didn't do the reading, yesterday, just because, just because we had some time to get some more news. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to get. Hold on. I'll be right back. I need to get the plug. Make sure I have the plug. Okay, 1 second. But anyway, I just wanted to say this: that there's all these interesting news related to what came out. Okay, the translator. Yeah, we knew. The bizarre thing, guys, is that we knew that, right? This isn't new. But I wonder if there's a timing issue here. Okay, in terms of okay. I think you know what the fact that people are talking about treason more openly. Okay. Oh, I didn't want. Oh, that's right. Even what's her name? Janine was like, "Do you work for the Russians?" He was like, "This is ridiculous." Like he didn't say yes or no because it's true. It's true. Oh my God, can you imagine World Bank? Okay, I don't. I mean, that is. I think they're revolt. Okay, if she gets that job, can you imagine? Ivanka, the World Bank. Can you imagine? I'll be right back, guys. I'll get the plug. I'll be right back. Oh my God, sickening. Okay. And it's all, guys, it's so interesting, right? Because of course they want her to have control of banking, right? That's what that's all they care about is money. Like it's really, guys, unfortunately, remember how people used to say, I don't think I even said it, or maybe I said it very briefly, that when it comes out, it's going to be shocking because it's such a global scheme. Okay. And it really is. It shows that essentially, guys, oh, okay. What they wanted, is that to change, people would say that they wanted to create a world where kind of like a mafia world or something, right? Exactly. It's not even that she's incapable. It's the intentions are so dark behind it, It's all about, basically all she'll do is dole out favors to whoever pays more. Can you imagine? Yeah, maybe this is add this question: what's going to happen to the World Bank? I mean, can you imagine? I kept hoping, guys, that she's going to be gone. They're all going to be gone by the time this whole thing. Okay, so let's see here. Ivanka. I'm very special. I know. No, that's Jared. Ivanka's. I'm Ivanka. My dad really loves me. I work at the World Bank. I just do as I'm told. They program me. And that's it. I just do whatever. I get the news. I get whatever they tell me. Whatever I'm supposed to do, I do it. And that's what we do here. My dad, he says, send me pictures of your boobs. And I go to the bathroom and I take pictures and I send it to him. And that's that. That's what I do. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, guys, so let's get started. Okay, so there's several questions. So I'm just quickly. I'm gonna go talk about. We discuss every little thing. I realize like it's kind of like it's not necessary to discuss every question, but basically, what is the big question here? Okay, there's the issue of the FBI investigation. Okay, and then obviously, what are the consequences? And then we have the news of the translator, the meeting, the Helsinki meeting, and the translator in the room. Okay, it's a little strange that it's all coming out at the same time because have you noticed that now this mainstream media, whatever you call it, is now openly talking about treason, which is something we've been talking about forever, right? Ever since I started the channel, pretty much. It's been pretty. It's like it's so obvious. This is what I don't understand. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. Why has it taken so long? Let me just write it down. Is it okay? It's so in our. It's not something that it's like, oh my God, somebody found a document or something. Everything is just the whole thing is about this. Why now? You know, why now? I know why, but it's like it's been on everyone's face the whole time. Why has it taken so long? Okay, why has it taken? We're gonna write it down. So long for the media to get with the program. You know what I mean? When this is so obvious. Okay, so I mean, this, guys, is anything but it's obvious. That's all you say. Obvious. What else are you gonna say? Oh no, it's and I was talking, there was this woman too. I guess her name Tusi Gabbard or whatever. She seems very shady or whatever. I was writing back to some guy who I thought I don't know why I knew of him, or maybe back in the day I followed him, and then these people use the same argument. You know why? The guy was using this argument like, do you have proof that she's do you have any proof that she's a traitor? Huh? They have proof? No, it's obvious. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So does she hire the same people as a Veselnitskaya does? You know, I'm not talking about this woman. That's not the point. I don't want to do reading her. It's not relevant. But basically, come on. It's obvious. It's on our face, okay? It's just really on our face. What is going on? Like, why, so what was it that, okay, why has it taken so long for the media to get with the program? This is so obvious. Okay, I understand now. Okay, now I understand why now, okay? But I'm writing, guys. Okay, so I have. But why couldn't they bring it up later? I mean, earlier. And I'm thinking, guys, what's coming to me? Was it because the House was Republican, right? Nothing would have happened. Why? Why? Just why? Okay, I want to know. Okay. So that's it. Okay, so that's the crux of it. Okay, and then we have here the conversation that I think I did. Remember, I did a reading on this on the translator. What he heard, what she heard, but I think she's gonna say it. I don't remember. Okay, so here some of you have the question on her, on the translator. Okay, the translator. Let's see here. Did she? Okay. Let's see here. The translator. Has she? Okay. Has she? I forgot. She had an M name. It doesn't necessarily matter her name. Okay, let's just say has the translator. Has she? Actually, no, might be good. Let me just write it down. If you guys remember her name, the name of that one translator meeting of the Helsinki meeting. Okay, the translator. Has she spoken to Mueller? And or the FBI? And if not, can she be subpoenaed? Will she? Marina Gross. That's it. Thank you so much, Wendy. Marina Gross. Okay. Will she give law enforcement relevant info? Okay. Then, okay, name. Okay, name Marina Gross. And also translators and other events. The other note I made here, guys, about this is that I remember this feeling, guys, that there was recordings because it was abroad, Helsinki. Okay, so was this recorded by any intelligence agency abroad or even the CIA or whatever? I don't know how they do it, but in not just recording, but passed it on to does Mueller have these recordings? Does anybody have these recordings? Do Intel recordings Do intel recordings of the Helsinki meeting exist? And if so, does Mueller and or the FBI have it? Okay, and then guys, because interesting, I've asked these questions in different ways. Okay, I think I remember the story of John Kelly putting on the microphone. I don't know. So yeah, no, don't tell what to say. No. And imagine the woman's like, yeah, I'm sure she'll be like risk her life or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? She'll be like, yeah. She must have some sort of protection. You know what I mean? Like, don't you think? Like she has to have some protection. Oh my God. Okay. So then doing tele recordings. And there was another question I had about this. Okay. FBI have it. And then, okay, there was more. Okay. Oh, this is somebody else. It wasn't here. Somebody else. Thank God I remember. This is a great question that I don't know that I have ever really asked. How do Putin and Trump communicate? Okay. Simple question. And also how do Putin and Trump communicate? How, I mean, it's disgusting to even think this, but that's the question. How does Putin tell Trump what to do? No, how does Putin give Trump orders, right? Of what to do. And then the question. So, because, there's a Russian guy, I already did a reading on this guy, Artem something, some complicated name. He posts everything. He was the one who said that RGB should be substituted from the Supreme Court. He was like, he said that. Okay. So how does Putin give orders of what to do? Is it through social media, coded communication? Because okay, for the communications, specific persons, etc. And this I don't know, guys. I'm curious. Do they speak on the phone? Speak on the phone or how? Okay, please tell us all the ways in which they communicate. Okay, so this is pretty much it, right? According to this guy, for now, right, guys? This is this part of it. Okay, so oh God, Rosie, Wendy, I have it here. I wrote down FISA warrant. That's it. That's the question. I have it here. Where is it? I wrote it. Is there a FISA warrant on Trump? Do they have recordings of what happens? No, but this is a different question. The questions now, is there a FISA warrant? So FISA warrant, okay, is there a FISA warrant on Trump? Have they, because I guess the FISA warrant, guys, I don't know the limits or if there's any limits, but imagine if the whole time has been recorded. Yeah, President, we have, let me give you my, what is it called? Spotify. I have Spotify playlist of your recordings. Okay. So, okay. No, guys, stop this bullshit. I'm sorry. No, let's forget about Melania, okay? Melania is like, let's move on from Melania, okay? Let's just get real with, like, I don't think people say that Melania, Melania is another tool, okay? She's not the one giving information, you know what I mean? Somebody connected to the Russians is giving the information. That's more important than whoever receives it, right? It's like, I don't think that she's like, hey, Trump, this is what, we should do with the military. She's much more of a, I don't think she has that role. But anyway, I know that people there's a lot of like interest in, conspiracy theories that say that she's some sort of agent. She's like, no, I'm not sure that's the case. Okay. But I don't think that's the case. But anyway, just to see, is there a FISA war on Trump? If so, how broad or how narrow is it? and how and what information, if any, was gathered from these recordings. Also, the other thing, guys, also, is there a time, is there a date when this was started? Okay. Because, guys, it's possible, it's very possible that whoever is recording this is recording the people who call Trump, right? So if you call him or whoever, remember how he has a cell phone that's not secure, right? So whoever, I'm sure they have the list of names of people who call him or whatever, right? So anyway, okay, so. All right, guys, so that's it, right? That's it, pretty much. It's interesting here. So that, oh, by the way, and also there's now I want to know, I think you guys may have already asked this before, and I don't have the clarity at 100%, so I wanted to ask again. What's the role of Mitch McConnell in this shutdown? You know what I mean? What is because I want to, like, what the hell? Apparently he's also stopping. Was under the impression that he was trying to stop, to make this work, but other reports are saying otherwise. So what is the role in what is Mitch McConnell's role in the shutdown? No, it's a serious question, guys. Okay, yeah, of course they are true, but talking about that. Is he again pushing for it, or does he want what is shutdown about? And is he pushing the wall? Okay. Yeah, we know that, guys. That's not the question. The question is what is he advocating when he meets with Nancy Pelosi? That's the question. Okay. What does he have? What is he saying? What is his position? Okay, that's the question. Okay, so then the world. Oh my God, disgusting. Ivanka World Bank. What will happen to the World Bank job? Okay, let's not even say we're gonna go to Ivanka. Is she gonna have it? Yeah. So, okay. Oh, this is a question. I don't know that we're gonna have time to do this, guys. Okay. Oh, just I'm gonna read a tweet here that's relevant to the questions here. It says new Intel and Foreign Affairs Committee lawyers meeting tomorrow to evaluate subpoenaing Trump's interpreters at meetings with Putin when no aides present. Many Democrats oppose because it's an unprecedented step that could impact future diplomacy. Now warming up to Washington Post. So that's interesting. Okay, now we'll see. And then, okay, this is the question. This is not, I've already done a reading on Lindsey Graham, but this is interesting. Okay, so somebody said this. I want to know on Twitter what Trump said to Lindsey Graham on the golf outing last year that scared Graham so bad the very next day he went from being vehemently anti-Trump to one of Trump's biggest apologists. This is a very interesting question, right? Because if you can, this is exactly what a specific question is, right? You pinpoint a specific moment, an actual event that was news, and then we can try to find out, because I would like to know. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, just refresh. If you're having problems, refresh. Okay. That's it. Okay. All right. So let's get started, guys. Okay. Now there's several things here. Somebody asked, wait, where's the question? Okay. A couple of questions that I want to ask before we get to it. And there's another, we're going to do a little prayer, prayer, I guess you can call it protection prayer for someone and someone's, okay. So if there's others, you can, write it down. Okay. Over there. So So I want to Vicky asked this question. Rosie, do you feel that when news comes out that it can change the previous visions, or do your visions see the final big picture? So whatever happens daily or weekly doesn't really affect the big picture outcome that you have seen. Example: McConnell, Kavanaugh, Dunn Jr., etc. Ivanka, for instance, if Ivanka decides a month from now to flip and talk, and I'm looking for my glasses. I never know. I put them and then I can see. Oh, here it is. If, for instance, Ivanka decides a month from now to talk to Mueller to save herself, would that have shown up in your previous visions as part of what you saw at the time, or will it change the final outcome? So I just wanted to say this is kind of an interesting question, quick question. I wanted to do visions on this. When I see the vision is like a movie, okay? It's just a movie. So everything plays out as if it's a movie, okay? So, or sometimes I do have these visions that are like messages, it's more metaphorical, right? It's a symbol of something explaining the outcome. It's very clear, that's what it is. That's what it is. When I see something, it's very clear like this. It doesn't have, timing is relative, I guess. It just seems very clear. What I see is not, it's not something, for example, okay, I'll give you a difference. When you look at cards, there's some room for change. Okay, there's sometimes you feel like, oh, you didn't look at this card specifically enough. Sometimes you could see where that happens, but I don't see it with visions. Visions are very concrete. Okay, so it's just like the image, and so that's why I feel like when you have to remember the question is the most important thing. So I think when I see it, it shows the answer to whatever the question may be. With everything, especially something as big as this, there are so many factors that are outside of our control, and they keep changing. And even you saw in the news that even Mueller, he may have had plans, but things change all the time. But I don't think, guys, I think there's some things, and I don't know how to. I haven't read too much on this. Okay, I think there's a lot of a lot in life that some of it is predestined, and some of it is like. Can be changed. So I really believe that, for example, I believe there's some degree that he was predestined to win this election, but also to leave in these circumstances. I don't believe if this is the worst case scenario, for example, he saw that Trump was leaving. Is there a way that he could stay? I don't think so, guys. I think that the thing with Trump is very big. But for example, timing, or why Mueller didn't come out before, or whatever it is, that stuff changes. But the big picture very rarely changes. The big, like a huge, it's like totally, no, it's very consistent, I think. And if you look at how I've done hundreds of readings, of course, but if you look at them, they're pretty consistent. Very few, some of them didn't work exactly or whatever, but most of them the story is very consistent, right? That's at least when I look back, generally speaking, it's pretty consistent. Okay, it doesn't seem to change that much. So that's that. Okay, so that's it. Now, that's answers the question. Okay, is that right? All of the I take it as a compliment. Yeah, really. I love him. Oh my gosh, she's so great. She truly is. So I'm here going to praise for myself. You and Linda G are always aligned in what you see. Me and Linda G are always aligned with what we see. Me and Linda G are always aligned in what you see. Okay. So no, not like serious. Like I was telling you guys, it's the final ending. Okay, I've already talked about it. Don't need to repeat it, right? It's not always that, because the episodes, for example, how Sopranos, they always have these things about TV shows, how they plan the different ending. No, this is not at all like this. The ending is very consistent. The big, like I was telling you, the big picture is very, it's a matter of degrees. Okay, there's the big degrees of things. You cannot change them, I don't think. But the other issues can. Smaller things can be changed. Okay. You and Linda G. Oh my god, so funny, guys. I'm sorry. I'm like sorry, guys. I feel embarrassed sometimes. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. It's like she's always like, why don't you just stick? Get to the point. Okay, it's been a while. Okay. So then, the other question is, okay. I'm gonna tell you this question because it's gonna be the last question. I mean the next question. And then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk about the prayer, okay, like the the initial prayer. But so somebody asked this question on YouTube, and it's so perfect because I think that's really the core of it. I think a sentiment that many people share, and I share too. Sometimes you get angry. The question was, how can Trump get away with so much? This is a very interesting question, guys, right? Because that's it. How the hell does this guy get away with so much? I mean, I understand. I can rationalize it. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get that he's, oh yeah, Trump. I know Mueller's waiting, whatever. But what the hell? What the hell? I mean, seriously, guys, he's like a criminal, like killing, he's like killing spree. Okay, what the hell? He's doing it in front of us, and no, like, okay, how this is? Just see what it answers. Okay, the answer is. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started here. It's beyond okay. No, it's not just. It's not this. No, there's a lot of rich men that don't do what he's not a rich man, by the way. That's a difference. Let's remember this. He is not a rich person, actually speaking. He borrows, right? Let's remember that he's not technically rich. Technically rich, and so right. So well, he's not. I was telling you, he's not a rich man. He's not like Putin. He's not like He's a wannabe. This is right. So he borrows, he hustles, but he's not the real thing. Okay, I have to remember this. He said he's a rich person. That doesn't mean that's true. And I think Joe and Kay said once. Okay, she posted here once. If you look it up on YouTube, guys, this video of Ivanka in the 90s. She's being interviewed. It's this documentary called, I think, Rich Kids. Okay. And so she was interviewed in the 90s, and she talks. It was before she had plastic surgeries. She was talking about how when she was growing up, she didn't have they didn't have any cash, and her dad, Trump, told her, look at this homeless guy. He has more cash than I do. Okay, so this is a reminder that it's like So that let's just go back to this. Okay, so anyway, so let's now before I get started, guys, I'll do protection. And then I'm gonna get started here, and then I'll tell. Okay, so I ask for protection. I'll ask for universe, please bring protection through beautiful rays of light coming from the sky, hitting me on top of my head. And as I inhale, I feel this beautiful rays of light protecting me and everyone in this group. And as I exhale, I project a ray of light right in front of me, and I project this ray of light until it forms a perfect sphere. A sphere that's perfectly round and big enough to fit me. And once the sphere is formed, I step inside. And as I step inside, I invite everyone in the group, everyone who is watching this video, everyone who will watch this video. And the sphere expands to accommodate everyone so that we are all protected. I'd like to ask for the most pure and the most perfect information so that we can all understand what is going on, and so that we can see everything from the perspective of the good and only the good. Okay. So then also, guys, here I just want to say, Lisa wrote to me and she asked us to send prayers, okay, protection to. I'm going to say here, the wife of her son's best friend, Anna, discovered she has brain cancer while she was pregnant. Further surgery was very intrusive, and she had to learn everything again. Her son, everything again. Her son, meaning Lisa's son, and the child's dad are helping a lot. Lisa wants to send them strength. Okay, so I'm just going to project here to bring Anna to the center of the sphere and send protection to her child, Coachella, and everyone around them. Okay. So and everyone, everyone in the group who may not wish to make anything public. Okay, so everybody in the group, everyone who may be having hard times, just sending light to everybody. Okay, so this is good, guys. Okay. So anyway, so first question, guys. Okay. Oh my God, today took forever, huh? talk to also, right? I just a long discussion. So okay, but now let's get started with how come. I'm just going to do visions on this first, and then maybe do cards. How come Trump gets away with so much? Simple, just like this. So how come Trump gets away with so much? So just interesting image, guys. So it shows that Trump, he looks like very interesting. So he looks like some sort of little rat or like a little. I don't know, guys. If you remember, maybe this probably was not in the U.S. There was this Italian cartoon, okay, movie called Topo Gigio, right? So there was like a little rat cartoon. So I think it was Topo Gigio. That's why I believe that was, if I could recall correctly. So it was like that. He looks like that. It was like a little rat character that had, those like Indiana Jones types of vests. You know what I'm talking about? There's little vests, okay. So there's these little vests where you can put lots of pockets for everything, okay. So then he's wearing like his little character, the orange little character, okay. And then he's putting these things on his pocket, like little carrots. So what happens? It shows that Trump is like, maybe I just like, describe it. So he's the reason it's not about him is that he accepts the little carrots from all the evil characters. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So this is it. Okay. And then that's it. Okay. So then what was I gonna say? And then he accepts like the little like rats that are smaller than him, lots of rats. He takes all their little carrots that are also like the job. He's like a what is it? A runner. Like he takes the carrots and puts in the in the pocket. Okay. So then it's like puts his little carrots in the pocket, and then and that's how he. So anyway, so okay. So anyway, I'm gonna cover the comments because I think it's sometimes it's distracting. So I just have to explain what I see here. Okay. So anyway, so as I was saying, so so he's like this big rat here, okay, that has all the little pockets. So he takes the orders and the carrots from these people. The circle of other little rats on the street, he's walking, and nobody takes him very seriously because he's a rat, right? He's a side kind of side character. So he does this work that he does for them, but also it shows that they do the crimes for him too. So it's like he's not just we think that he's a character that does, like what's the word, that works for himself. Yes, he's very self-absorbed and it's all about him, but in reality he does works for all kinds of other people, and that's what has sustained him because he's part of some sort of gang. Okay, even though he doesn't look like it. It's not like, for example, how we think of like the Crips or whatever, this traditional gangs where there's a gang and you're loyal to the gang and everybody talks about the gang. It's not like this. It's like there's a common bond and they do work for each other in different ways. Okay, that's part one. Part two, this is why, okay, that it shows that he's accomplishing things for others. It's not, we think that obviously part of it is that he's self-absorbed and all those things. You know what I mean? But in reality, like, as you can see, we have to remember this, guys. He passed the tax cuts.
He passed, all this stuff. There's people who he's accomplishing goals for, also for the Russians, for a lot of Republican donors, so he can quote unquote get things done while he plays the clown character. So there's a benefit to these people. This is why, okay? So then the other thing it showed, this is what I thought it was super interesting. It reminded me of um I remember a long time ago, okay, in Rio, my mom had this apartment and we didn't live there, but it was like it was in construction or something. There was like rats, like big rats or whatever, right? So over there, I think you can buy like lead. Okay, there's like some stuff that is almost illegal or something like that. You could buy little balls, tiny balls of lead or whatever, and give the poison, put the poison in food, so they're gonna eat it and die. But the thing that's interesting about rats is like once they get food, they bring it back to their home, whatever it is. So it shows in this image that what the good thing, because it was like, oh my god, kind of scary. He does all this work for the other people. But what it shows is that once he gets the poison, everybody dies. You know what I mean? Once people are like, we're gonna get this guy, like for example, if you have a rat infestation, you're gonna put the poison. This case, he brings the poison to the rotten well where he lives with the other criminals, and that's when everybody dies. So that's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of very interesting. So this is it. Yeah. Wow, that was cool. Right, guys. I thought it was really interesting. So wow. Anyway, so you know what I mean. So that was like really cool. So anyway, okay. So this is it. Okay. So so that's that. And okay. All right. So that's answered the question, right? So that's it makes me, well, no, it doesn't make me feel better, but it shows that we think, this is also a warning to us. We think that Trump, like, this is the warning to the idea that removing Trump is everything. No, it's not going to solve the problem entirely. This is why it's important that everybody else has to be taken down, right? Because without him, right? Because without removing these little people that he does the jobs for and that who help him out, right? So this is it. It removes the myth that Trump is really like this. He's like, this is what I think is very interesting about Trump and his figure, is that he is not like an actual dictator that is very powerful. He is not like the wealthy people that he liked to be. He is basically a runner for others. So he does jobs that others want, while pretending that he is he's like, oh, I'm a dictator, I am whatever. Okay. So, well, actually, Bin Laden came for money, right, guys? He came for money, Bin Laden. I mean, long story. I don't know. Talk. Let's focus. I'm gonna focus. I know I get distracted. I said I'm sorry, Sparkle. I don't mean to be rude, but it just some things sometimes distract me. Okay, because if you present a problem, I'm gonna try to solve it. So I'm getting off track. So let's keep. I have sometimes focus issues, so I have to focus. Okay, so this is it. Now that answers, right? We don't need to do cards for this, guys. I don't think so. Right, this was really pretty very interesting, a little interesting, almost like a children's book. Okay, so then the other question: why has it taken so long? This is also related but connected here. Why has it taken so long for the media to get with the program when it comes to Trump's treason? Finally, they're not now using it more openly. Why? I understand now because there's the Mueller investigation, but why couldn't they bring it up earlier? What was it that stopped the media from really investigating Trump? Okay. Like, really, I mean, there were a lot of articles, but never caught on. Why? So, also another interesting vision here. You remind, okay, so Okay, so this is the thing. Several things here. First is that Trump, shows like Trump with a cartoon of newspapers, like a vector file of news, a very flat image of newspapers. So he's looking at newspapers and he picks up a newspaper and it's a mirror, as if it's a mirror. So he looks at it like I'm looking at a mirror, like, do I see myself in the news? Is the newspaper reflecting me? He used the newspaper as a mirror, so that was it. That's how he uses it. Okay, so if it didn't reflect him, then he would like grab, it was like an animal, like with a paw. He would take all of it down and like shove it and really hurt it. Guys, it's also telling that he would do things that we don't even know about to hurt these newspapers. He would do. There's more than he has done that we don't know. Okay, part one. Part two. It's that he now this is super interesting that the so it shows like it's almost like I think Tom and Jerry, except that the he would like the how do I explain it? I know I used to do this, what, with something similar with ants. Like in Brazil, the countryside, there's like all these ants and they're huge sometimes. So you can like track their little path and like pick up one and change the path a little bit. I don't know, it's not that, but it's like he's looking at the journalists as if they were little tiny animals, okay? And the like let's say that here is like the final the destination. So, and the destination is the facts that reveal him. Okay. So all the game that he's playing the whole time is to prevent the journalist from getting to the truth. That's all he does. So then he will try to, to hammer the journalist, or he's going to try to create the distraction. This is it's like, so their journalists are coming to this fact. So all he does, like, hey, I'm gonna start a whatever. So then you have to go. So the journalist is like running to this, and then he yells something, and then they go look to the left, look to the left, and they have to like journalists have to run back to whatever it is he's saying. So he creates a sense of not displacement, but lack of. They're dizzy because they have to go here and they have to go there and they have to, and so that they get lost. The whole thing is to get them off track, help them to get lost. Okay, and then not only that, then they that's it. So basically it shows that then they're looking for these elements of truth. He tries to do everything he can to stop them from getting there. He does things behind the scenes, but he also yells, and by yelling he changes the focus. That's it. You know how I was complaining about you guys saying something that I'm like, here I am doing this reading, and then someone's like, oh, my thing I keep getting booted off of my thing, and I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, then it totally changes the direction of what I'm saying. I'm not comparing you to the journalist of Trump, but I'm just saying that sometimes it's interesting, how it's a very different context, but this is similar basically here. So then the newspapers are forced to change the subject, except that here I have more control over obviously what I'm reading on, and the journalist does not have as much power. The journalist has the power to look for truth, but not necessarily to dictate what articles are going to be done. You know what I mean? So this is it. It's like he yells and it talks about it and does this and does that. And now because the momentum is so big, and because they don't want the journalists are less afraid, right? The momentum. This is the other thing. The House winning the House is a big thing for the Democrats, so they're not as much in danger, right? And so now Trump just can't get the momentum back quite as much. He used to have several things that he could do to change the subject, and people will be fighting against one thing. It was the health. Remember, there was a whole thing with the Muslim ban, the healthcare, Kavanaugh, all these different things were ways that the news cycle was focused on something else. But even now, with the wall, the shutdown, the whole thing with the FBI came back, and the whole thing with Helsinki. So he's losing momentum. So that's it. So wow, this was also quite interesting, guys. Right? Wow. So anyway, so so that's that. Okay. So that's it now. So anyway, so this is it. Okay. So now. Okay. So okay. All right. Well, the New York Times guys, it's not. I mean, they stay focused, but then they keep pushing all the time. Stupid articles. And even this weekend, I subscribed to it online, and I went to it was like the magazine. It's like how the right wing gay men are dealing with Trump. Like, who cares? I'm done with this bullshit. Okay, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm done. I don't really care. Like, I like to read their. It's very important to read some of their articles, but in general, the quality is really like they've lost their spine. Not that they were particular, but it's just like really it's sad. Okay, they're really right that they just feel like they have to. I cannot stand these like stupid articles. Like the right wing people are feeling hurt. Oh, really? They like it's like why they should just be doing things like how come do you accept treason? Do you find treason? It's like I do some real shit. Real articles. Like do you ask people real questions? It's like they see a little bit bad. They feel bad. Uh, uh. They're feeling hurt. Oh, do they have a point? Do they have a point? Guys, okay, I'm gonna go back here, but just wanted to say one last thing. I sometimes I get angry on Twitter. And and so and so so there was this thing, I don't even know this guy, just some guy, okay, who's like wrote some book, okay, about how the Gen Z is really horrible. You know how like they have this trope, where they're always like attacking young people. It's like young people are so wrong, but they're so bad. No, 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 no. So see you, Dan. I'm gonna post this later, obviously, right? Or it's gonna be there. So basically, guys. So they have this thing where it was, and I was like, oh, I came up with this term, splainer. So it's a gramp splainer. He's the grandpa explainer, right? Because it's like, I'm sorry, gramp splainer is gonna want. It's always that, like they're always like, oh, it's so wrong. The kids are horrible at college campuses today. College campuses are horrible, really horrible. Oh no, all the identity politics stuff, so horrible. It's so boring, and the same thing. It's like Gramp Splainer. That's it. I'm sorry, I mean it like because they're reaching towards the audience of Fox News. Okay, that's it. And so it's just like this whole thing of us preserving the past, and that's what it becomes. Okay, the New York Times becomes like Gramp Splainer. Okay. Oh yeah, young people are bad, and let me hear them complain about something. What are you complaining about? Huh? So boring. It's like at a time of treason, these people are focused on this bullshit. No, see you later. Anyway, so okay, all right. So now, okay, sorry guys, well, I went off a little bit. Okay, so now let's get started with. This is a cluster of questions. Okay, I'll now talk. Let's talk about Trump. The translation of the meeting. Okay, the translate. Okay, talk about the Helsinki meeting. Okay, if there are, first let's start with that. Was there record? Okay, do the intel recordings of the meeting exist? The translator, has she spoken to Mueller, and or if FBI, if not, can she be subpoenaed? Will she give law enforcement irrelevant info? Name Marina Gross. Also translator in other events. Okay, right. That's it. This is for this first part of it. Okay, so then let's see here. Okay, let's get started. Mundo version. Okay. Okay, so what happened at the Helsinki meeting in terms of evidence? Are there recordings, clean recordings of the full meeting between Trump and Putin done by intelligence agencies that have been sent to Mueller and or the FBI? The important thing is not whether they exist, only is whether they are in the hands of Mueller. Okay. And that's number one. Number two question, the translator. Has she spoken to Mueller already? If she has not spoken to Mueller, will she speak to Mueller eventually? Could she be subpoenaed? Will she tell Mueller what she knows? And also, will the House subpoena this person? Okay. Will the House subpoena this person? Okay, so let's go back here. Marina Gross, she's the translator. Okay, so first the recordings. The recordings. Okay, so then Marina Gross, I don't know who's that. Has she spoken to Mueller? Let's see, interview with Mueller. Let's see, Marina, or did you speak to him? Okay, so okay, so guys, okay, so the first question about the recordings, yes, they exist. Well, there are several, because it shows, guys, so funny, and I don't know if all of it is true, or if it's true, but it's like it showed me a plant in the room. It's like a big room, okay? It's like a huge, it looks like a big hotel room or something, or a big conference room in a hotel, something like that. And like a tiny little white thing, like a microphone, but it's so small. It's like it's very small, okay? It's like, look at this part of the pen, something a little bit, maybe half the size of this. This is a pen. Half the size of this is how big the microphone was, okay? Tiny. And it was like hanging out in the plan, okay? And then there was also like a, like a light, chandeliers, something like that. Inside the chandelier there was also another one. There was some sort of environmental recording. There was several types of recordings, okay? And then the other image I saw, which proves that it was recorded, is, for example, when you have a record audio recording, you have that 101 point. It showed me 1 hour and 22 minutes and whatever, 1 hour 122 0122, in the format where you see audio recordings. So yeah, so there was recordings. And then it showed that, because I was like, maybe sometimes I inquire, like, how did these go to Mueller? And it showed that it was not, because normally, nowadays you send this stuff via different, via email, or the we transfer, whatever. But no, it was handed manually. Okay, so so this is it. Okay, no, stop, guys, stop reading into like. What I see is connected, is not a message about anything else. It's connected to the question. The question is number one. Pay attention to the question. Pay attention to what I say. If you'd like to extrapolate something else, it's your business. It's not mine. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, it just focus. Okay. Sorry, because it's when you kind of go to the other direction, it's a problem. Okay, just focus on what I'm asking now. Sorry, like, okay, focus. That's, remember, focus. Okay, so I'm gonna cover it, so I'm not gonna read anymore. Okay, sorry about that. It's not personal, but it's just like I said, guys, it's a movie. What I see, the movie is only about the question, and it's very specific and it's very short. If you go like to see something else, it's not what I said. Okay, then you're doing whatever you want to do. That's not me. So don't ask me to ask if it applies to something else, because it never does apply to something else. Period. And I want to cover this so I don't get distracted. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, that this was hand delivered to Mueller. Okay. And Mueller, not Mueller, but the law enforcement, and they have the, then they have the people with the things, they're listening to it, they're taking notes. That's part one. Part two is the translator. So the translator, yes, they took she gave her notes, but I feel like after she was very like nervous afterwards, not because they took her notes, but because of what she heard. She was like, oh my God, she felt like an ethical dilemma, okay, about it. And I feel like, I have a sense, I could be wrong, okay, that then either she reached out to law enforcement, or law enforcement reached out to her, because she felt like she could not live knowing this. She had to share it, okay? So she did. And so because she has a very, and I know I've done live translation. It's very difficult because it's like it's a lot, you need a lot of it's the most focused level of activity that I've ever done. Where you have to be 100% only pay attention to this in the moment, and it has to be live. So it's very complicated in many ways, but you need a level of specificity, okay? Right? It's like you need to only pay attention to that, and it's like she has a very specific memory, so she remembers. And I feel like afterwards, I don't know if she wrote it down, because there's a ways in which she took notes in different ways, or coded or somewhere else or something like that, because she felt like if she put anything electronically, she could be, you know what I mean, she could be whatever you call it, there's checking that she wasn't doing these things. So this is it. Okay. So then now what I found interesting is that eventually they may bring her in again as a witness, because it shows that the information they had from the recording alone was enough to show the content, but that it's important to have a witness, because she noticed, for example, the visual, she could read like every person, right? What was their reaction? What did they, it's not, obviously they have the transcript of what was said, but they don't have the body language, or was he nervous, or did it appear, stuff like that. So she says, yes, I could be a witness if you need me to. I don't think you will get to the point of that, because for her own personal safety, but that's what it looks like. Okay. And it shows, yes, that she's open to talking to law enforcement. She's not afraid. Like, okay, is she afraid? What happened? Is she afraid? Is she okay? We should talk to the house. She could talk to the house. Oh, and there's what was okay, so yeah. So, but she feels, guys, if she does it, she can't have a job there, at least until Trump is in office. But they're gonna give her some guarantees. I think she's gonna negotiate, okay, some time to talk to them. But I think that the deal is done already. Okay, in some ways, in terms of what she saw, they already have the evidence. Okay. So this is it. Okay. So, all right. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just like kind of like thinking about, but it's nice because you know what? She feels like this woman, almost looks like an academic, like very serious kind of person, like a normal person, has a very serious job. Like you have to be very, very discreet and very, non-disruptive, right? It's just there to do the translation. But she's just very like, it's for her, it's like witnessing a murder. It's like, but on a big scale. Imagine she heard all of this stuff, and it's like she's heard we shady stuff before, but not never at this level. She's like, how could I live with myself if I knew that what I have heard, but had not told anyone? Okay. So I feel like they thank her. They know the work that she's done is amazing, but thank God they already have the recording. It's not she got to onboard herself. It's not that. It's more like she wants to be of service. She feels service. Okay. She feels like she wants to serve. It's not just that she's like, oh, I need to talk. It's something more. Yeah, so that's right. I think so. This is what I think. Yeah, good, good. It's so interesting, guys. What's really sad here, unfortunately, almost makes me want to cry, is that she's like a regular person who has a conscience. All she is, and I don't mean to minimize what she's doing, but she is a person with a conscience, and she listens to her conscience. It's so sad because you see that all these people that are involved in this, they have no conscience, or they don't want to, it doesn't matter to them. But she saw something bad, and she wants to say what she knows, not because makes her feel better. It may actually make her feel worse because she's worried. But that she's like, I have to do it. I could not live with myself if I had known this huge secret. Can you imagine if in the course of history, if nobody had a recording, and she was kept thinking, she's like, I'm sure they were had some sort of recording, and that somehow I was the one who dies with this information. I can't do that. So I had to go. I had to share and let them know that I have this if they need or whatever. Okay. So so this is it. Is she protected? Is she protected? Mm. I don't know, guys. I don't think she's in danger. Okay, but she has not put anything in electronic communications either. You know what I'm saying? So whatever notes she took, it was on paper. Okay. Actually, let me do cards for her, see what's happening with her, Marina Gross. Okay, so I think she put it in on paper. Like I said, like the yellow paper. I have this like kind of schlocky, like old note that kind of notebooks, like old notebooks. Like not fancy anything, just kind of like a almost. She's like, I'm gonna write it in a trashy piece of paper so that nobody's gonna think that this is important. You know what I mean? So in codes or something like that, or whatever it is, that she's not going to write the whole legal pad. Is exactly legal pad. That's it. Yellow legal pad. So it's not as if she's going to write the whole thing, like, oh, he said this and he did that. It's like she's going to put a few words that are going to jolt her memory because it was very clear, okay, to her, whatever it was that he was saying. Okay. And there was also, when I saw that, the other thing I wanted to say, when I saw the little microphone near the plant, I saw there were several other Russians there. They're kind of important to the story here. Okay, I think Lavrov may have been there, and some other people. Okay, somehow it's kind of important. It's going to turn out to be important in some way. Okay, so Marina Gross is happening for her. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, now let's just now I'm gonna ask. This was also connected before. Okay, this is just gonna do quickly here. She's gonna be okay, Marina Gross. Okay, so the other thing, guys, I wanted to also now I'm gonna move on to whether there's other events where Trump talked to the Russians, not just for example, okay, just other events. I don't need necessarily to be specific. Is there other recordings of Trump talking to the Russians where they're giving him orders? Is there other recordings? Okay. So, right, let's just do that. I think that was also, because it's not just one time, right? It's a consistent pattern. This is the thing. Even if that alone is enough to determine treason, right? I feel like, right? Don't you think? That's what I think. That's what I think. Okay. All right, so what's going to happen, Marina Gross? Is she going to be okay? What's happening with her? Okay, quickly. Oh, see, oh my God, look, guys, book. Wait, oh, that's right, because I move windows, so I don't know why it's not showing. Let's see, oh, this is show. Is that right? Oh, here it is. Oh, there's more interesting information. Oh, I did not know the full thing. Okay, all right, so let's see here. Okay. So, guys, the book, what is it? The Secret, right? Exactly, something secret, also something written, right? Yeah. Secret becomes known. This is a card of fame, something becoming known. Oh my God, importance. Oh my God, I love it. If it is what you say it is, I love it. So you see, it's an important book because she has the key, right? So the book is secret becomes known, and it's important. Yeah, it's important. And interesting, it's a diary. She has a key. Oh yeah, I have a key, bitch. Yeah. Oh my God, soon. This is a card of timing. Okay, so soon. Oh yeah, soon. Just wait, bitch. Coming. Oh my God, spot. Oh my God. I love it. Too excited. I'm too excited. So, oh my God, look, this, can you believe sometimes, guys, I'm like, whatever. But cards sometimes amazing. This is a spy card. Oh yeah, spy. Who? President? No. What is a joke? Money, interesting. Money interests. Oh my God, what else? Oh, secret. Oh my God, guys, it's so interesting. It's so interesting. Oh my God, look, this is a card, not stanza. This is German. Wohnung, die Wohnung. The room. So secret, this is a card of privacy, right? Oh my God, stop it. Stop this. Okay. Here. Oh no, I hate this. Okay, so here. Oh, finally, not a light on face, huh? Oh, here. Oh my God. Okay. So you see, this is a privacy in private. Something private. Oh my God, look, prison. Yeah, this is a prison. For you? Yeah. House. The White House. So guys, okay, so oh my God, so excited. So okay, so secret becomes known is important. Soon. This was taken in private, right? So this is in private. Private secret. That was information. Yeah. So it becomes known. The spy goes to prison. Really? Why? He's a great man. And then this is important secrets related to money, finance. And this, guys, this card is also natural resources. Okay, I just want to point out this is also definitely related to natural resources. So I wonder, if you would Putin wanted the land or something like that. Oh, this is the White House. Really? Yeah. So private secrets that lead to prison connected to the White House. Yeah, that's what she knows. She knows it. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh my God, guys, I'm very excited. Very excited. I'm like very excited today, very happy. Because sometimes it's hard to like get excited about things because it's so upsetting. So, but is she gonna be something? But the cards, guys, sometimes they tell this is amazing, but that's not what I asked. I did not ask this. I want to know if she's gonna be okay. It told me to everything she knows. Yeah, but her. Can you tell me about her personally? What's up with her? Oh, happy. She's happy. She made a deal. She's happy. Uh oh. Uh oh. This is cross. So something. So she made a happy deal about the burden. Yeah, I think this is how the yeah. So she's happy with the deal, or the whatever deal she made about the burden. This is what she's carrying, right? The burden. The cigarette. Wow. So okay, what else? What else here? Oh, quid pro quo. This is exactly the card of the quid pro quo. Again, the card. I have to remember. Is she okay? Oh, this is interesting. This is what is it called? Again, entanglements. So she knows all about the deal. She's okay. I think she's okay, guys. Oh, sad news. Sad news. Oh, travel. Yeah. Guys, I honestly, you know what? I'm gonna settle with the cards that do. I'm settled with. Okay, this is interesting, guys. Karma. This is karma card. Okay, upside down. So this is imbalance, right? So the quid pro quo that they were entangled in was about causing imbalance in the world, led by the foreign power, right? So this is she's happy. She's happy that she had this. Okay, but this is sad news. Hauptperson is the main person. This could be. It doesn't want one more card here. Muller, yeah, this is him, Muller. Muller is here for you. Ding dong. I have somebody on conversations. So this is sad news, or she this is the remember she wrote the paper, the little letter she wrote. This is she is. She's crying. She may have even cried when she described it. Okay, so this is it, guys. Okay, I'm gonna take the position that she's fine. If something bad was gonna happen to her, it would be more clear. I don't believe it is. I don't think anything is gonna happen to her, to be honest. Okay. So this is it, all right? Especially, you know what, the other thing, guys, especially she's such a big deal person. Right at the center. I mean, right? So, okay. So this is it. Now, guys, can you imagine? I love the cards. They're like, girl, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here. Yeah. I got the book. Bitch. Yeah. I'm calling Muller. Anyway, so this is it, guys. Let's move on. There's a lot of cartoons. Wow. So okay. Now, quick vision here about any other translate. Are there more recordings of Trump meeting? Not just it doesn't have to be Putin, but other Russians with which he's making deals, or basically where the Russians are heard giving him orders. Is after he became president. Is there more recordings? Okay. Okay, guys, it's very interesting here. Yes, there's a lot of recordings it shows, but this was kind of interesting. Okay, how these recordings are used. So, you know what I got right away? No, I was not expecting, is the Turkish president. It shows that the Turkish president. Oh my God, guys, he got recordings of Jared and Trump dealing with the Saudi Arabia. So you know how he's pushing all of these things. Okay, so he got these recordings and he's like, hello, Trump, better send me the cleric I want. Yeah, sit your ass down, bitch. We want cleric. We want cleric, and you better send him. Send him. Or I'm going to tell what the world what I know. Yeah, Jared comes here for money. I know it. Yeah. Are you sure? I think you want to do the right thing, huh? Yeah. So, so such a crazy person. So anyway, so you know what I'm saying, guys? So basically, very interesting. So other people, not just other countries, pick up on this, and they can blackmail Trump because they hear of the crimes. You know what I'm saying? Mueller, I mean, not just Trump, but Jared also caught on tape by different countries. Because the other thing I wanted to say when I did the vision is that the reason why there's more information when Trump goes abroad is because abroad is where the money comes from mostly. There are some supporters, okay, in the US, but most of the people who bribe Trump are foreign powers. So I'm serious. So then he, guys, it sounds disgusting to say. I'm just going to say what I see. It's like he goes abroad to collect envelopes. Okay, he goes abroad to get envelopes. Like, oh hey, yeah, yeah. So then people record it. They pick up on it. Okay, and so that's it. They think, oh, I'm going to whatever. They think they're going to go to these random countries, not random. Countries don't even know about. Every single intelligence agency, even me, if I'm not over there, I'm like, hey, want to record something? You're back. Anybody is going to record these people, if they see them walking around. So this is it. He's going to collect cash, you know. So this is it. Okay. Wow. Okay. So the next. Okay. So now this is the big question. It's a big question. Big attention. I really want to know this question, guys. Is the FISA warrant? Is there a FISA warrant on Trump? And if so, here's the question I wrote. If so, how narrow is it? Or how broad? Okay. And what information, is any, was gathered from these recordings? Also, is there a date when this was started? So, because the question about the FISA warrant is that it's recorded in the US. Is there a FISA warrant, or is there, or was there? And if so, how long, and what did they catch? I mean, they're not going to give me everything, but just want to know from across. Okay. Guys, okay, this is the first image I got. Is Manafort. So there was a FISA warrant on Manafort, I believe. Okay, I think so. And so that way there was like, sometimes you have these like illustrations of like videos where they have the line of like energy, then it connects to Trump. So they were able to connect to Trump. And then now this is kind of interesting. It shows that, and let me just do the cards here. I could be wrong because I see here there's something on the top of the house, like almost as if it's the electrical system. I don't know how to explain this. It's something that internal electrical system or something like that may be picking up on things, but it's very secret. And guys, this is going to sound even scarier. Almost as if the Russians could be recording things too. Okay, I'm serious. So I don't know, if I think Americans may be recording, but also the Russians. I could be wrong. I don't know if it's even possible how they could collect these things, but I don't know. But let's see. Okay, let's see. I don't know, because it shows that once he goes to the White House. Once he goes to the White House, it's kind of like okay. Let's just see. Let me just do one thing for the U.S. intel agencies and then Russians to see if let's see more information about it. Okay. Okay. So is the U.S. U.S. intelligence are they able to record what goes on in the White House? Just see more here. US. Okay. Okay, so okay, guys, this is it's possible is my answer. I think here, okay, but it's not. This is a card of money, but money, if you think about it, guys, is also collection of something. So I think this could vary because this is collecting, or this is also when you had to collect data. This is the same thing. You also pentacles, but see, I think there's a lot of shady things, and this is we have something becoming known, coming to prominence. This is short illness, meaning it's also a card when you can't stop something from happening. And this is cutting something. This is becomes public. Okay. So something cutting public, cutting garden, cutting sudden yeah. So this is my sense. I don't know 100%, guys, okay, from the cards, but I feel like it's possible. I don't know that this is because the problem is showing here is that I don't know how I don't know the legalities or if it's ever going to become public. This is what I think is interesting here, okay, is that it's super secret. Okay, it's super secret, and it's not something, it's only ever going to come public once the whole thing, the hammer is down and everything, okay? This is what I feel. And this would just suggest why they know so much, why, like, it's one of the reasons why they know what's going on, okay? But I don't think that it's specific. It's not as like local. It's like I said, it's something in the electrical system, something very, very is not like out, anywhere, like it's inside the building, I think. If it's, you know what I mean, it's built within the building. I don't know explain it. For example, if you've seen how they put I think, yeah, the electrical system, I think there's like these cables, but there's also a little plastic thing that where the cables go. Something like this, okay, where that is, or something like that. That's what I think. Now, do the Russians have recordings of the White House? This is kind of like very serious. I'm like, okay, let me just do the cards. Just defeat. They have that's disappointment. Okay, let's just see that the Russian have information. Meeting. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, transfer opportunity for the foreign power. Okay, so this is defeat, okay? This is meeting, okay, literally meeting. This is transfer. This is disappointment. This is, remember, receiving a gift. This is opportunity. Now, this is very damaging. You guys, do you remember the story about how the Russians supposedly gave Trump some sort of painting? Do you remember this story? About he received gifts from the Russians when they came in. Do you remember this? Do you remember this story? I remember this. So this is possible, okay? Because you see here, there was a meeting, right? There was the defeat, the story about the defeat, how maybe they defeated Hillary, whoever it was. There was a meeting. Now, this card, I always suggest, this is a card that is associated with transfers. This is travel, right? This is air travel, something transfer, money transfer, information transfer, changes. So you see, this is exactly the flow of something, information. So during the meeting, there was a transfer, okay? And what was the transfer? The transfer was this. This is dealing with the disappointment, but then he received a gift. Oh, hi, I have a gift for you from Russia. And what is this? An opportunity. What is the opportunity next to? The ship, which is foreign. So transfer opportunity for the foreign power, meeting with the gifts and money, telling, of course, they like, yeah, let's tell Trump we're gonna offer him money. That's the only thing he likes. So this is it, guys. It shows that, and you know what I'm getting, guys? Yeah, exactly. The days when Lavrov and Kislyak were at the Oval Office when they came in. Those guys, you could say whatever you want about them. They're geniuses in what they do. Okay, they're very good at their job, right? So I'm sure if there was ever the most sophisticated recording system that they've created, I'm sure they would have brought it to him. Even if it's the size of, it's not even visible to the naked, whoever, we don't even know, right? So, yeah. Oh my God, guys. I don't want to be like so controversial, but I think it's very possible that in one of the gifts that the Russians gave in the when they visited the Oval Office, okay, it's possible they put something in there. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. And I really seriously, guys. Oh, you know what? Oh my God, guys. You know what? I'm getting this feeling. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Trump put one of these gifts in his bedroom. His bedroom. I see him like with his pajamas, like, and there's the gift. He's like, yeah, there he is. Yeah. So he brought the gift to his house, which is not. It's better actually that it's in his private quarters. More compromise. But not, but at least, but at least it's not telling us all the secrets, that all the conversations. So, oh my God, today, guys, hot information. Okay, wow. Okay, so guys, it was crazy. Oh my God, isn't it crazy, guys? Today was one of the wildest. It was like I'm on drugs or something. Wow. No, he's always complaining, but that's where he's like complains. The bedroom, he's like this. Okay, and he talks to Ivanka. That's the thing. He gives orders to Ivanka in the bedroom. No, I'm serious. Not in the grocery. She goes to talk to him in the bedroom. That's when they like have deals together. No, I'm serious. Not sex, but like really deals. Oh wow. So okay. So guys, let's try the last. Today was so intense, right? Today is very intense. I was not expecting today. No. Wow. Okay. Another question, big question. What was it? Oh my God, I just can't. I'm like recovering, guys. I'm like, oh my God, what did I just see? That's crazy. Oh, this is it, guys. Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle this question, but I want to do it. I want to do it. So, oh my God, it's kind of like, please God protect me from the crap. So, so how do Putin and Trump communicate? But let's just do it, guys. This is a question that I need to know. How do Putin and Trump communicate? How does Putin give Trump orders of what to do? Is it through social media, coded communication, specific persons, etc.? Do they speak on the phone? Please tell us all ways in which they communicate. Okay? Okay. Okay. How do they communicate? Okay, guys. So several things. Okay, the first thing is kind of a strange image. It's that there's somebody's looking up. It could be Trump looking up, and there's these almost like confetti. It looks like confetti, but it's actually like paper. Like this, for example. I just give you an example. It looks like this, okay, this paper like this, but like this size like this, okay, so notes like falling like this, okay, all of these pieces of paper that we know are not sophisticated is just saying notes falling from the sky. So these are the little instructions, therefore, but they're not actually, this is not how it's just a symbol, right? This is not exactly how the messages arrive through paper, but that's the message. That's what it's telling me. These messages come. They definitely come as if they were little notes coming from paper. However, at the same time that it shows these little notes, it shows Twitter. So it's all, and it shows that these messages are separate. Like it's almost as if you have to put they're not complete, but they're parts, they're pieces. Okay. So it's not like, for example, you write a letter. It's almost as if you write a sentence every time. And this is why they're saying Twitter is good. So Twitter. So then it shows Twitter. Now, I've had this guy, I have to do it, him also, but I've seen him many times. His name is Dan Scavino. Dan Scavino organized it for him. Dan Scavino is the social media director. He's been with Trump for quite a while. Okay, he does social media for Trump. I think he does some Twitter for him, but that's his role. Like officially, his role is to look at social media, but unofficially, is to gather what the Russian accounts say. So they gave him or them specific people that he should follow, and it's the Artem guys, some other people, and it doesn't necessarily matter. And so they get little pieces. So the other thing they said, okay, the other thing that they said was that not only does he see stuff on Twitter, but he's supposed to follow some sort of a Russian channel. I don't know if it's in English or something, but it says that these Russian channel prints stuff that he's supposed to do. So they actually print it ahead of time. So, for example, President Trump has made an agreement with Russia to do whatever. So he hasn't. They haven't actually talked, but they're saying this as a means to kind of like, so that the press is going to ask him, have you done it? So it's a way to, for example, how do I say this? It's a way for him to not deny it. When they want him to do something really bad, they put this in this Russian, in English maybe, so that he has to double check what really matters. So there's the first layer of information, the second layer. I know it sounds silly, guys, because it's like, oh, they are very secret, huh? No, it's not super secret, but because he's kind of dumb too. So you can't really give him very complicated structures. He's not gonna follow. So this is it, guys. That's what it shows. So that's how they communicate. And then, oh my God, guys, it's so disgusting to see this. So gross. Because you know what? When he meets with Putin or these Russians, it's like a performance review. It really is. It's like, let's see the ways in which you're doing the things we asked you to do or not. And it's exactly as if you had a horrible manager that wants to fire you. It's the same thing. How I've said before, right? When Trump meets Putin, Putin is very mean to him. The same thing. It's like he's like, let's review your performance. Okay? I don't know that you're meeting the standards here that I set forth for you. Are you sure? I bet you're generous over here giving you a job when you couldn't do anything. I give you a very high salary for an idiot like yourself. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think I'm doing? Do you think I have time to waste on your bullshit? Like, seriously, guys, but the Russians are very good at like this kind of interrogation thing, whatever, pressure, right? So he seriously, that's why, oh my God, guys, it's so sickening, but that's what it shows. That's why he's so afraid whenever he has to meet the Russian, like Putin. It's because it's a performance review. It's a performance review every time he meets Putin. It's not just that he's giving him orders. He's always like reprimanding him about something. And so he's gonna say, he's always like, I don't know. So this is it, guys. They ruled him by giving him this veiled information. Okay, so what about this guy, Dan Scavino? Is it gonna? Oh my God, this guy's disgusting. So Dan Scavino who else knows this? People know? Do they know? I think there's people who know this, okay? What is that? I don't know. What did they report? I don't know. What is it? I'm just like, I'm catching half of you guys right. Reported as a threat. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. It's just like... Oh, I saw that tweet also. Fat bloat, yeah. No, guys, it's like, it's really into Russian. He's saying because remember how there was this news, guys, they always, this is the other thing. Remember one of the readings recently, those spirits told me, you have to remember, ask the question, what is news and what is propaganda? That there was this thing about there was some news about, how the Trump administration is now looking for ways to remove RBG. Okay. And so what was it? It was after the whole thing had come out, about how, so what I'm saying here is that I'm just like, it's so upsetting. Okay, so it's just like they give the orders through Twitter, and then they kind of like, they put these news on to, it's almost like they're testing it. They're saying they're testing the news that they're gonna, they're trying to find ways to do it. But this is after the Russians already said it on public. It doesn't make sense. So there's a weird pressure that they put on there, and so that by the time they announce something, okay, then it's right. So just really interesting, guys. Okay, you guys talk about Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I have rage moments, but I think for what I do now, I really do need Twitter, because that's the best way to follow the news. To really be. This is why I'm always on top of things here. on the channel. You attest to, guys, right? I know a lot. I know what's going on. I follow. So you know what I'm saying? So this is it, right? So this is it, guys. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. So this is it. Okay, so this is right. Okay, so wow. Guys, I don't know. Okay, guys. Oh my god, we should go. This was one of the most intense days ever. So what about, okay, guys? Oh my god, oh my god. I do want to know about the Mitch McConnell, because Mitch McConnell, what the hell is going on with this bullshit? What is he doing? Okay, what is Mitch McConnell doing about the wall? What does he want? What does he state? So, guys, it's kind of interesting. Before, I thought he was not. Oh, that's right, Ivanka. I thought he was again. He wanted him to settle, but he sits like that. He does not do anything. He doesn't say anything. He does whatever Trump wants. That's it. He's silent. He's like, it's like he's not there. Okay, so he just lets Trump do whatever. Okay, he's not. I really thought that he was. Okay, so oh my god, oh my god. What's going on with Mitch McConnell and this wall thing? Okay, what's going on with Mitch McConnell and the wall thing? Interesting. Will success work together? Okay. A letter. Oh. Unexpected money. Oh, that's right. We need a letter to expect money. Another interesting sum, but this is negative discovery. Permanent. Successful letter, or look at letter for the permanent. Worry. Okay. Strength. Okay, so this is something becoming public, or a success letter, the success, something permanent. Okay, so trying to make this permanent. Now, what's interesting, this is a work, unexpected money. So that would be right. If you have to pass the budget, that would be unexpected money for this. Now he's really worried. Depression, sadness, mental illness. So he's really worried, okay, about getting this money. Now what's interesting is making a deal, something negative exposed, and strength. So I think he actually would want to do it, but he feels like he would want to settle. I think he wants to do it, but he can't talk about it, and yet he knows that this is going to be very hard to. He knows he's not going to get this money. He knows he's trying. I think like he's sort of trying to do it on the surface. He knows he's not going to do. He's not going to be able to do it. He knows that the best thing to do here is to make a deal, but it's like he's not speaking up. Okay, that's what I feel. Oh my god, that's what I feel. Okay. Okay. All right. So will Trump get the wall? Let's just say what's going on. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know if that's the question. Are we gonna see, let's say up to the end of the week, by Wednesday, up to the end of the week. Okay, let's say the end of next week, Friday. Are we gonna get where the workers get their money? I mean, right? Will the government reopen? Okay. Oh, this could be Nancy, guys. Interesting, right? Nancy okay. Could be the woman boss. Okay, so she's not giving up. Okay, it shows. Interesting. So the shady people, they're dishonest, of course, about the money. The money is dishonest. Okay. Okay. So then offer. Interesting. So offer. Change. There's a change. Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. Okay. So asserting, change, and offer. What is the final outcome? What is the last word by Friday next week? Oh my God. See, this is like a prison stuck. This is state of marriage and a snake. So this is not good, guys. Oh my God. What is gonna, this is plans. Okay, government. Okay, this is a good card for this. Okay, so, well, this is the man with money. So just see here 1 second. So will Trump win or lose by the end of the week? I mean, will he succeed in shutting down the government? Oh, this is a legal thing, okay. Fight, aggression, judgment. Interesting. So guys, this could be, there could be some sort of legal motion to do this. Okay, I don't know. Moving on. Okay, good. Moving on. Has to move on. Yeah, bitch. Interesting. This seat. Okay, so the judge describes the seat here. There's fight for division. The not division, but the vision, right? So this is aggressive. There's a judgment, and he leaves. He gives up. Okay, I think so. It's possible. The snake in the government losses. This is also loss, not just corruption, but also loss. The snake in the government loses, so it could be him. Okay, so, but I feel, guys, it has to do. I think that Nancy's not going to give up, and I think that there's some sort of legal motion here to make it happen. Okay, this is the judgment. So the judgment comes, and he has to walk away. I think he walks away. Okay, this is what I think. So that's what I think, guys. Does it make sense? I hope so. It's very upsetting that this whole thing continues, okay? Will Trump get the money for his wall? Will Trump get money? Just another way of asking. On offer? Okay, will he get the money for his wall? Oh, look, Crow Road. Options or multiples. Gute Dame, that would be, again, could be Nancy. Okay, so is he gonna get money for his wall? Oh, world upside down. Okay, so no, probably not. I wonder. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, so the good lady, right? She wins. She has the success. So the lady has success. Yeah, this is an ending. An ending to the new paths. Okay. Oh no, I feel like it's almost as if also he rejects the offer. Now this is a very interesting card. It's usually a card of an offer, but maybe this is not a lot of class, okay? But there's an interesting there's an interesting PS about this card, okay? A lot of times it has to do with offer, but the person does not want it, okay? Traditionally, if the offer is like this, usually that means the offer is accepted. It's very counterintuitive in this way, but because it's like this, he doesn't want the offer that she gives him. He's not gonna say, but I think he loses because there's an ending here, and she finds an agreement. Okay, so this is it. So this is it, guys. Wow, this is long. So this is it, guys. Oh my God, it's crazy. I'm a little bit tired. Oh, I know one of you wanted this. The last question I'm going to do for the night, which is the World Bank question. Is Ivanka going to go to the World Bank? It it shows that oh my God, the guy's so funny. So it shows that there's a hole in the ground and Ivanka falls. Into the hole. You know, like cartoons, there's always a person who's walking, and then there's a door, a trap door that opens on the floor, on the ground, and they fall into the trap door. Like, you know, is that trap door was the thing that fall? Like, that's it. She's like, oh, who? Ivan? Where are you, Ivanka? Have you seen? She was right here. Ivanka? Ivanka? What? Ivanka? So, so yeah. So no, she she disappears. You know, I think it's Oh my god. Oh no. Mhm. So no, I don't see. Okay, let's just see what cards. Is Ivanka going to be the president of World Bank? Huh? The mountain. She has to go to the what is it called? Everest first. Yeah, more likely. Oh, justice upside down. Long term problems, justice upside down. Okay. No. 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 What else? What else? Long way. So there's a long way for her to spend in justice. She's gonna have a whole lot of problems with justice. Yeah. There's justice upside down. There's the mountain, which is long-term problems, and everything's gonna go on for a long time. hmm So, so no, 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 Wonka, no, no, no. So, so no, I'm sorry, sorry for you. So interesting. And guys, I'm getting this sense that this is also a way for Trump. Trump is thinking of ways to protect her. He thinks that if she gets this job, she's not going to be prosecuted in some way. Okay, it's not just that he wants her to check the money stuff, but he feels that if he can move her around, then she's not going to go to jail or something like that. Okay, so it's not the case. It's not the case. So, all right, guys. So that was it. Okay. Wow, what a day! What a day, huh? What a day. So, okay, guys. So good night. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Good night. This was interesting. Wow. I have to flip the things tonight. You know, I have to. All right. Good night. Okay. I'll talk to you soon.